Welcome back, everyone. This is Adrian Z. Happy holidays, everyone. I am on the TooCrafty server, as you can see by the giant Mesa Mountains, which also means I am at spawn, and for some reason it is taking its time to load in over there. Whatever. Um, Speaking of the holidays, Adian built us this fancy holiday tree. It's supposed to be a Christmas tree, but as you can see, no one's actually gotten around to decorating it yet. So it's just a tree at this point. But that's all right. It's a pretty good looking tree. And he also put up this Festivus pole in case anyone wanted to celebrate Festivus, I suppose. I have come here to leave some presents, but there is a sign here. It says you might want to be recording when you look under here. Here referring to under the P block. That would be the P block because it looks like someone peed on it. Haha. Before we go look under that, though, I didn't bring any signs. That's fine. I can make some signs. I'm going to leave some presents for everyone right here. And maybe I'm just going to stack them up the side of the tree. Yeah, alright, we'll do that. Save some space. Oh, dang it. I have to make 6 of them. 3 of them. 3 of them trap chests if I do that. Yeah, we can do that. Alright. Give me some tripwire hooks. That's way too many sticks. That's fine. I need sticks for other things. Turn these 3 into trapped chests, and I might as well make the signs while I'm over here. I'm going to need 6 of them. Okay. So 3 more chests right there. And just getting the same present for everyone. But what everyone's going to get from me is, check this out, a candy apple. Get it? Nah, right? And an entire emerald block. That's right. So I will just stick these all in here. I'll do that off camera in just a second, actually. Let's see what on earth Arija has done underneath this block. Hopefully our Christmas present from Ari is not TNT exploding. Ready? Okay, it's safe. There's a ladder. Apparently we have underground presents. Merry Christmas, y'all. Ari got me a lead. A sharpness 3, a knife sharpener, very clever, and a diamond. Great. I'm gonna go ahead and loot these. It's not quite Christmas. I'm more of just a holiday guy myself, to be honest with you. So I'm not waiting. Shh, it's okay. It's okay. It's almost Christmas. It's close enough. All right, so I'm just gonna have my signs right on here. I'm gonna just toss these in here real quick. Alright, there we go. Presents for everyone. And while I'm over here, I'm just going to steal some iron because I am going to be using a lot of it very soon for the sugarcane farm we are going to build. And I used all of my iron, not all of it, but a huge chunk of my iron went to our very first on the server beacon. Well, not the beacon itself, but you know, the pile of blocks go underneath the beacon. And that beacon is in here. Hey, look, speaking of presents. Hey, Ari. I just stole yours. That beacon is right inside here in the Nether hub. I found 2 skulls while I was setting up some spawning platforms in the Nether, which I will get to in a moment. And Jay already had one, and we decided to put the first beacon in the Nether. It is actually up there. If you've watched Adian's videos, you are aware that there is a hole in the Nether ceiling. It is right there. He plans to build a gold farm up there eventually, and so we just climbed up there. Jay didn't like the idea of a beam shooting through his nether hub, so we just went up there, and right above the portal is a beacon, and as you can see here, I'm getting the speed 2 buff, so anywhere inside the hub I can just cruise around like crazy. And if we have a beacon, that means we've killed a wither. And don't worry, I recorded it, and I'm going to show you that right now. Do we want to film like an intro or something?
Yeah,
That'd be a bad idea.
Short little shoddy intro.
We are gathered here today to mourn the loss of Xade, Elijah, Confounded, Deface, and Ogre Pants, who fell in battle against the Wither repeatedly until it was slain.
Realize I don't have a bow. This will be fun.
I think they should add it to the game where you can throw an axe like a tomahawk.
That would be
That'd be
fun.
awesome.
I would love that.
That goes all slow motion for a few seconds.
Shows a kill cam. Oh wait, Call of Duty did that.
Simpsons did it.
Yep.
Alright. Well, now that we're done mourning our deaths,
Yeah.
let's see where we're at right now. Okay, D and me are tied, so this is the tiebreaker.
Oh yeah, gotta show them. Let's see who dies
Neck
first.
and neck. Boob shelf
Where's-
and boob shelf.
Where's Jay Pantalones?
I'm up here.
He ran.
Up there.
What in the world are you doing up there?
I don't know.
He fled. He's done already.
I missed
we
my
already
back.
tomahawk.
I was about to say, I thought we already established we can't throw tomahawks. I just look at Air, he's like, it's so
He just kinda-
anti-dramatic. It's you just like
Throw him, just not very well.
Tosses it out of his...
it's
He
like,
had it in his mouth. He's just like... Bleh.
look what I can do, guys. Bleh.
Check it out, Last of the Mohicans.
Oh, you
Bleh.
got some range on that one.
You need a battle cry with it when you throw it, though.
This is Sparta. Oh wait, that was someone else's.
I don't think they use very many tomahawks.
No, no, cam over it.
Yeah, light the area up so nothing spawns, Ari.
Probably good doing this.
Alright. Now
Like
seems
we're
like a
stalling.
great time. The sun's going down in 2 minutes.
Yep. Perfect.
Let's do
Nothing
it.
can go wrong.
So that's it. Everybody's ready. Here it goes. Why is there a
Yep.
torch?
Alright.
Oh no, what's gonna happen?
Wait,
to
what
this
about the
torch?
introduction?
What? Was
Wasn't
that
the
not it?
morning our introduction?
Watch it spawn breathing fire or something.
Oh, I had numlocked on accident.
Oh, score.
What? I'm putting the skull on.
Good job, Chinchilla.
Here we go.
Oh. Ooh.
Ooh, achievement.
All
Oh,
got the
oh.
achievement.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Oh
Does not
boy.
look happy.
Good game. Oh, I should
There you
break
go.
it.
Oh. Where? Whoa.
Tomahawk, go!
Oh my god.
Go Tomahawk!
Oh, I should have brought a bow. So many regrets.
Who needs a bow for a wither fight?
I win, I guess, Ari. I have no way out of my
Okay.
sleeping spot.
To close
Oh,
the house all
Just
the way
punch
in.
through the
Yeah, sure.
Hey, next time you die, do not run towards me.
I didn't even see you, and I didn't die.
Is he following me?
Yeah, he's all about the Chinchilla. No, don't run towards me!
Oh, there's some stuff there. Oh, we should
Yeah.
probably get that before it...
I think it's mine, yeah.
And then the creepers start spawning in.
Yeah, no big deal.
I got 2
getting
hearts.
dark.
I'm just gonna
Awesome.
take a rest
I have
in
1
here.
arrow. That's exciting.
I see some stuff. I'm gonna pick it
Where,
up.
where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
He ran behind
Oh
the
god.
stuff right there. He has nothing to shoot at.
Oh,
I'm healing up. I'm at 3 hearts, or I go and say hi.
I've been
I'm
withered.
still
I've
on
been
my-
withered.
I'm near him. And
He's
I have a
tunneling.
bar.
He's
Tunneling?
tunneling.
Where is he?
Oh, hello! How you doing?
I think he's still
Oh, he's
trying to
in
get to
sword
here.
Die!
you not want to die right now.
Yes!
Hey!
Woo!
Yeah!
Alright, so that wither fight was a lot of fun. Make sure you check out the other people's channels who were involved with that. We had a great time killing our first wither on the server. I'm just grabbing a sword to enchant here. I'm trying to get a better sword, and I just happened to have hit level 30. And I'm going to enchant it over here, but we've got a couple things to show you. I've been doing a little work around the base, and the first thing I mentioned last time, I believe, about the oak trees, and I have stuck with the oak trees. Here we are. I kind of like it. I'm thinking it might be a little too dark still, so I'm thinking I may put some lights hidden in the trees, just in a couple of these darker spots to brighten them up a little bit. I think it could use it, but let me know what you guys think, but I probably will do that. The lights on the ground, what I ended up deciding is I have them, let's see, I've just got glowstone with a leaf on top of it, and then the idea is from the paths with the grass, you don't really see anything anyway. On the few places you can see it, it's kind of just blended in, so they don't really stick out. They're just kind of hidden. Nice little glow. Like I said, I may stick a couple lights in the trees in some of these dark spots. They feel a little too dark. Need to brighten those up. The ceiling, we can see that better from over here. Got a bit more of a gap on this side. I just went with a few layers here. I'm probably going to put something underneath these half slabs just to layer all the way around. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to use a wooden stair, and if so, which color, or possibly a layer of leaves all the way around. I'm not sure just yet on that. I put some lights in the ceiling just to brighten it up a little bit, and I like it, but I think this stone area needs some kind of a design added into it yet, but I'm not sure what I want to put there. Be great if you had some ideas on that. Let me know some kind of design I can add to that. And the other thing I've been doing off camera is this portal room. I did end up going with the light blue glass. I think it makes it have a nice little feel to it. And then just kind of doctored the portal up a little bit so it looks nice. And nether brick, ceiling and floor. I think it looks pretty cool. It actually looks really cool from across the mountain too. Maybe I'll run over there in just a second, but first I want to see, I'm trying to get some more good swords, possibly to combine with this and replace Bane of Arthropods. So let's see what we get here. Knockback 2, really? Okay. That's worthless. Well, we'll just come in here and stick that with the last 2 failed attempts. I got, this one's decent, could be combined with my current one to give it unbreaking. And then I got this horrible sword right there. Yuck. I'm gonna go take a quick peek. I'm gonna show you what this looks like from the outside, which currently I don't have a real exit, so I'm just gonna do that. And to get over to the other side for a view, let's see, where do I want to go? Where's a good, probably like right there. Pew! Whee! There we go. There it is up there. I guess a little higher would have been better. But that is the portal room, and I think from over here it looks really cool. Really kind of has a modern feel to it, which is pretty awesome. I want it to be kind of a castle-ish, I just invented that word, castle-ish, building style, but with kind of modern things coming out of it, so it's going to be kind of a cross. Hopefully it'll end up pretty cool. What I'm going to do now, though, and for the rest of the episode, I'm going to go over there, I'm going to grab some supplies, and we are going to get started on our automatic sugarcane farm. Okay, so here we are back in our base. We are ready to start the sugarcane farm, and I'm going to be building it right above. This is the area I have hidden off. Villager rooms over there. The foresty area we were just looking at is right behind that wall. And we're going to be building the sugarcane farm right in the center of this very room, which is marked by this torch right here. We're going to be building it just a little bit above where this platform is so we can get underneath it, and then we'll hopper it down, and it'll actually end up going all the way over there into chests for the villager farm, so that we'll just have them all the sugarcane will just be right there, handy and ready to go. Now this design I'm going to be building is my own creation. I will probably put out a tutorial on it in the near future. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that or not. And yeah, the basic thing with this one is it does use slightly more resources than some other designs. Redstone wise, it's probably about the same as most I've seen, honestly. Maybe I would say, yeah, about the same. No more on the redstone. It does use a couple of repeaters, although you could replace them with torches. That's just to extend some signals. It uses sticky pistons instead of regular pistons, which a lot of the sugarcane farm designs I see use regular pistons. Mine uses sticky pistons, but mine is also 100% efficient, meaning there is no wasted sugarcane sitting on top of the dirt where the sugarcane grew. There are rare exceptions to that. If you're playing on a server with really high latency, it is possible. If you're either playing single player and you're lagging really bad if you don't have as good of a computer, or you're playing on a server that's not cut out for what it's hosting, there may be just a little bit that lags onto it, but for the most part, I've even tested it in a very massive scale, and it was 100% efficient. So we're gonna build it, and yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead. I've got to kind of tower up and get the spacing here. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of start the first layer, and then I'll just kind of show you what I've done. Alright, so I have the platform of the first layer completed. What we have is 9 long dirt strips. These are 9 blocks long on all 4 sides, which means this is an 11 by 11 square, and then the platform's just filled in here with the center block missing. That's where the hoppers will be in the end. Right now I have a ladder so I can get up and down. Around the outside we have just, you can see it has a 1 dip. This is a little trench, and if we just stick a water block in each corner, as you can see, that conveniently gives us water all the way around. If you wanted to, you could do solid blocks. It doesn't matter, it's not necessary, but you could do it. Better get farming some snow golems then. I think he's getting ready to work on the ender. Yeah, so you could do solid blocks all the way on this one if you wanted to, but it is not necessary at all. There's going to be flowing water anyway, so you're going to hear the sound. So it's just up to you. If you want to fill it in, fill it in. If you don't, not a big deal. The purpose of this water is simply so that we can go all the way around and plant our sugarcane on all of these blocks. Like that. So now we've got our first layer of our sugarcane done. The next thing we need to do is suck out the sugarcane with water, and that is the trick. Many of you may know of it. If you don't, now you do. Let's see. But the way to make sugarcane always catch and get pulled into your system in an automatic farm instead of landing right here on the dirt. Probably seen a lot of sugarcane farms is after the pistons go off, you have some that's just kind of left sitting on the dirt in this area, and it gets wasted and just despawns in your automatic farm. The key to avoiding that is to have running water at this level right here. And the easiest way we're going to do that in this design is, you can see I'm just going to stick a block in each corner, which will go, you can see it was avoiding that. If we have it on all 4 sides, the water will be just perfect. I'm going to not put it down yet because I'm still building. But that key, along with the pistons, which we'll get to in a minute, is what's going to make sure that all of our sugarcane gets pulled into the system. So I'm going to go ahead and build up the wall and the pistons, and I will show you the progress in just a second. Alright, There we go. That's the first layer of pistons. You can see, I'm just going to climb down here and show you. You can see there's pistons all the way around here. These are sticky pistons in this block here. And these are all powered by some very complicated redstone. You can see the power source will come in this empty spot, and it goes down this line of redstone. The only reason there's a repeater here is because you need to extend the signal, and it goes to there and stops, and then it's just the same thing, other side, boom, boom, and that powers every single piston. If for some reason you don't want to use repeaters, you can save like, I think it's like 2 redstone dust or something, and 3 smooth stone per corner per layer by having a torch at the end. If you block, let's see, if I knock out one of these blocks and put a torch on the inside, so like right on the inside of that, you could do that and it would power the next block, and then you just have a torch on top of the next block to re-invert it. You can use 2 torches instead. It makes no difference, whatever, don't worry about it, not a big deal. I'm just going to simulate what is going to happen here and show you the basic idea about how this works. This will eventually be a torch tower, but when it turns on, what will happen is power will come into this block here, which, as you can see, just power to every single piston. There's supposed to be a block there. I was just using that as a step. But you can see the power goes all the way around. We've powered every single piston. Now when this is functioning, of course, it would just pop out and pop back in, knocking all the sugarcane down. Let me show you how the water works. If I stick a water block here in the corner again, when these blocks are out, what happens is this sugarcane is going to get pushed forward. There'll be a roof right here. So imagine, let's see, if there's another block here. The way this is going to work is the sugarcane is now in this air block. Because this piston's still here, it can't go back down. We don't want that pulse to be too fast, so that when the item falls, it's inside this air block here. It can't go this way or this way because it's here. If we're farther over here, you know, it can only go to the side. But it can't go back. It's got to fall straight down. And if it falls straight down, it falls into these blocks here. Let me put another water source on the other side. And so what happens is the block directly beneath the air block is a water block. So even though it looks like it's lower, this whole block is considered a flowing water block. So the sugarcane will appear in the air, gravity takes effect, it'll start to fall down, and it'll land in the water stream and go forward. As soon as it hits the water stream, those pistons are all going to pull back, and it'll reset for the next bit of sugarcane to grow. So that's how this is going to work. Let me just remove this water so I can move around better. Okay. And let's see if I can flip this piston. Can I reach it? Not piston, lever. I'm going to have to dig my way back up there. Come back up here, flip that. So then it would reset, and now it's ready to grow again. And now here's the fun thing. This layer is done. The only thing that's missing is on your very top layer, you do need to stick a ceiling at least over the sugarcane. So it would be directly right here over this piece of sugarcane. Come around so you can see. It needs to be directly above the sugarcane, and it needs to be at least 1 block out like that, and that'll prevent the sugarcane from going anywhere when it flies out. But other than that, this is done. The only thing it's missing is I got to put the water in the 4 corners. At this point, I can just keep stacking this design over and over and over. What's going to happen is I'm going to put a row of blocks here, and the next layer of the floor is going to start here. That's going to be, this is going to be dirt. This will be this dirt right here will be right here. And these blocks right here, if we look down, will be these blocks right here. And you can see it's making this little channel. And that is going to be the water. As you can see, just transplant that up. The water will be right here. It's going to sit on top of the block so the pistons move. And that's not a problem. When the pistons push out, the piston arm will actually continue to hold the water up. So no worries there. And there'll just be another layer of water. The layer of dirt will be right here. We'll put a sugar cane on top of that. The pistons, the redstone, and this all just gets stacked up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and slap just at least one more layer on here so you can see the stacked look, and then I'll show you how we're going to carry the redstone up and how we're going to make this thing fire, and I will be right back with that. Okay, so the second layer is just about done. I just wanted to show you from the inside. This is the first layer. This is the floor, and you can see just anywhere. Normally, go ahead and use pumpkins for this. I'm using glowstone because I have an infinite amount for my villagers, but you can see glowstone here, glowstone straight above it. Anywhere there's bricks above it. The dirt, there's dirt above it. It's just a mirror image. I'm just going to stick this just temporary. I just need a ladder to get up and down. This will get removed. But here, you can see it's just the same thing. I just need to put the sugarcane in and the redstone on top. But again, the redstone, very, very simple. You just start from the same corner that we went from below. You go all the way along to the edge, extend the signal, and then all the way to the end of these repeaters. On both sides just like that. And we can even do it in reverse here. Whee! No, not right there. That's where the repeater goes. And then just run it over here in the same torch tower. It'll turn all the pistons on just as it did below. And I can just keep stacking and stacking and stacking until, of course, I reach the build height. This particular one isn't going to be huge. I don't want it to be huge on this server. It can cause a bit of a frame rate dip when you make these too large. I'm already at Y186, so we can only go up about 70 more even if we wanted to. I don't know exactly how tall we'll make this particular one, but that's just going to keep going up and up and up. But for now, I'm going to stick this layer in, and then I'll show you how we're going to wire up the timer. Okay, for the redstone. So every layer, we just have this torch tower. You can see it here. We want it so the torch that's at this first layer is off. So we need one torch below that to invert it. And what's going to happen is every other layer is going to look like this, where a torch just comes and will power the two redstone that touch it. And the layers on the inside, like I said, it's every other layer. Let me just get up here so you can see. Whoa, I think I almost fell off right there. Every other layer, that torch right there, let me go back down one, is going to be off just like the ones on the in-between. And it's going to power this block right here when it turns on. And by powering that block, it will power this redstone wire and that redstone wire right there. And then that pattern of two will just continue to repeat. So either the torch will light them or the block will light them. Either way, you don't even gotta worry about it. The redstone to this, what we then need is this wire here. Is when this flips on, this will power this block right here, which will turn this torch off, and then that of course will swap them all the way up the tower. What we have right here is a pulse extender. I mentioned if the pulse is too fast earlier, what happens is the piston shoots back too fast and it gives the chance for sugarcane to fall back on the dirt. By adding this pulse extender, it means those pistons are going to sit out for just a second before they pull back in to make sure the sugarcane has time to fall before the piston closes again. And all that we've got going on here, this is just your basic hopper timer. Comes out, repeater on one side, dust on the other. And this wire, when it's on, which it will almost always be, powers this block, which turns this off, so that this whole section right here is off. And if we watch what happens when I flip this lever to simulate the piston timer ticking, you'll see it flip. That sends out a real fast pulse, as you just saw there. Basically what's going to happen every time this moves is that right there. You saw this flip. It went through here. The power goes both directions. So basically it sends its first fast pulse through, and then the second pulse comes through before it turns off. So we have just a little bit of a delay there. So all that's left to do is basically I'm going to try timing this out for now at 2 stacks. So I'm just going to stick some rotten flesh in there. Just 2 stacks of whatever you want. And I'm going to try that as a timer. I haven't really ran one of these in survival yet to see what the best amount is, but I'm going to try it with 2. This piston will allow me to turn it off. That's not a piston. This lever will allow me to turn the machine off while I'm working on it. Basically, this is going to tick every now and then. Every time it ticks, it's going to send just a real quick pulse. And that pulse is going to flip all the pistons, which is going to harvest all the sugarcane, and it'll fall down. And all that'll be left to do is to come over here, remove the ladder. We're going to replace it with a hopper. I may have them drop down into a water stream to get them a little closer and then grab some hoppers, but they'll end up in some chest storage that'll be on the inside. And there, you just heard it fire. That might even, we'll see. And the last chest of the storage will be on the other side of the wall so that I can grab it while I'm in the villager trading area. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So yeah. If you want to see a tutorial of this, you can see it's landed on the ground right now because there's no water stream yet. I'll add that when I'm done. If you want to see a tutorial on how to do this, let me know. I'm debating if I want to make one or not, but I am leaning towards doing so. So let me know your thoughts on that. If you liked what you saw here today, leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and of course, as always, check out the other TooCrafty members as well. There's a lot of great people on the server. Happy holidays, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I will see you guys next time. Have a great break from school if you've got one. Break from work if you're lucky enough. I get a whole day off. Woohoo! One day. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye bye, everyone.